and brought the song to as much life as I could. It's a beautiful little idea. It was around 1945 when he had finished an autobiography. It was called Bound for Glory. It was doing very well. People liked it. It even got turned into a movie decades later. I didn't like the movie, but sort of David Carradine kung fuing his way through the Dust Bowl or something. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, my father was a little guy, and sometimes little guys, they just look up at stuff. And it's different than when you're a big guy looking down at stuff. You can have the same attitude, but it comes off totally different. And, but what are you going to do? It was somewhere in the early 50s. My father realized he wasn't feeling too good. He wasn't sure what was wrong, so he checked himself into a hospital to see if there was something seriously, like physically wrong with him. And he was there for 3 months getting evaluated. At the end of the 3-month evaluation, the head doctor calls my mom on the phone and says, "Mrs. Guthrie, your husband is seriously ill. He's got delusions of grandeur. He believes he's a famous folk singer. He believes he's written books people are reading, made recordings people are listening to." And my mom's on the other end going, "My God, the doctors are nuts." So she goes to break him out, but he's made friends now and doesn't want to leave. Although it must have been crazy to be in a whole hospital filled with people nobody believes anything about anybody, you know. Although he did tell me that toward the end of the first 3 months, a new patient comes on the ward one day, walks right up to him, says, "I know who you are. You're Woody Guthrie." My father said, "You know who I am?" The man said, "I loved your book, Bound for Glory." And my father said, "You read my book?" The man said, "No, I ate your book." Sometimes you can't get a freaking break in this world, you know. Anyway, he stayed in the hospital system for the next 15 years or so. Passed away in 1967, but left quite a legacy of songs and stories and friends. And every week we'd go break them out of there, bring the fiddles and the banjos and the mandolins and the guitars and food and friends and family, and spend all day, you know. And he kept writing the whole time he was in the hospital. He wrote songs, he wrote books, even a play. And my sister, like I said earlier, getting this stuff out, all these songs that don't have music, she's giving them to people all over the world, bringing the songs to life. And the books are coming out, she keeps getting them out, and even this play, I can't wait to see what that's like. It was about his experience in there. It's gotta be something. And this is one of the little songs that he wrote while he was in there, little peace song. And it's very short, it's only 2 verses, so I'm gonna sing it. And then I'm gonna sing it again. And I'll give you the words the second time around. If you feel like singing, that'd be nice in a building like this. And I know people aren't coming to shows like what we did 40 years ago to be singing along on everything, you know, but it's a little too kumbaya for people these days. So if you're uncomfortable, you know, singing or something, just mumble your way through it. Trust me, I know people make a living doing it. It's perfectly fine. And when people are singing and mumbling together, something happens. It gets inside of you. It fixes things you didn't even know was wrong. And better than that, it gets out of a building like this and gets blown on the wind out there to places around the world we might not be thinking about right now. There might be a friend of ours halfway around the world hiding behind a tree or a rock or a wall, and somebody been shooting at him for days. And that guy can almost hear on the sound of the wind over there the voices of people singing and mumbling together over here. The sounds of kids playing, the sound of the world the way it's supposed to be. And that depends on people like us from time to time, just to keep it in mind. That's what all that kumbaya stuff's about anyhow. So here's a little song, we'll see what you do with it. It goes something like this. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I've ever had. It's all I ever knew. I give my peace to green and black, to red and white and blue. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I've got, is all in peace.